Okay, let's talk about DP Mage, the rendering animation software. I prepared some example to show you what is DP Mage and what are the capacities of this software dedicated for rendering animation and rendering picture, realistic picture. Okay, perfect. Okay, so um, I created this ring in 3DESIGN and I want to make my realistic rendering. This in order to send that to my client to validate the design, or if I have, for example, a website and I want to display my digital catalog directly on the website with different colors, different type of gold, etc., etc. DPIMAGE is the tool you have to use in case you want to create a dedicated realistic rendering. So you just have to select what you have done in 3DESIGN. So for example, this ring, I select the stones, I select the entire creation, and I access directly to DPIMAGE. So this is again a dedicated module you have in 3DESIGN. You just have to click on DPIMAGE and the software asks you if you want to group the same materials just to allow you to drag and drop materials quickly and change them easily. So when DPIMAGE is started, I have to follow different steps. In fact, we have 3 steps which are really easy to understand. You have first to decide which material you want to have for the creation. So for that, you have a dedicated 3D area. And you can turn, in fact, the camera just to position the ring you want for the realistic rendering or the animation. So this is the exact same manipulation we have in 3D for a 3DESIGN scene. And you have inside this area plenty of materials dedicated for jewelry. So we created a really huge material library to be sure that you have everything which fits with your needs. For example, the precious metals. So we have directly the preview of the metals you can use with different colors, different types, platinum, rose gold, yellow gold. You can see that we have also textured materials. So according to your creation, you have to decide. And you don't have to create the materials from scratch because we created this dedicated library for jewelry and high jewelry. So if I want to have my ring in, for example, let's say satin, I just have to drag and drop the material on the ring and I have the preview directly displayed in this window. We have 2 types of metals. One which is with rounded edges, automatically setted when you drag and drop the material. And we have also sharpened material if you want to keep the edges sharp. It's up to you according to what you applied on your ring, but most of the time our clients they like to use the rounded edges applied automatically, which makes the reflection and the realistic rendering better through the reflection you have on the rounded edges on the ring. So it's up to you, but it's automatic when you just have to drag and drop, sorry, and you can see that inside I have my automatic rounded edges from this material. So I finished the same job with the stones. So you see that we have library for precious stones. Semi-precious stones also. So everything is ready for your rendering, I mean picture or animation. You don't have to spend too much time to create your materials in case you have to create your digital catalog or if you have to send the realistic rendering to your client. So you have just to drag and drop it. Let's say I want to have this stone for the middle one and diamonds for the sides. Okay. Second step, studios. So this is the environments I have also in my library by default with the lights, the shadows, the material you have on the floor, the brightness of the environment, etc., etc. And you can decide which one will fit with your creation. For example, I want that one. Again, easily, I just have to drag and drop the studio on the scene, and I have a dedicated preview to see if it fits with the result I want. After that, you just have to click on rendering calculation, and in few seconds, according to the resolution you decided, you have the rendering. So for the moment, we have middle quality for the rendering, and you can even also change after the calculation. You have this area, which allows you to change some properties on the picture if you want to change, for example, the gamma, if you want to make it brighter or darker, it's up to you according to the post production you have inside this area. And after that you can save the picture into a PNG, JPEG, and other format. You can even save it into a PSD if you want to continue the job in Photoshop, if you want to add your logo or if you want to change something specifically. So you have any types of file, picture files you want to save directly in this area. If you want, we can also save without background. You have the possibility to hide the background. So when I calculate the rendering and I save it into a PNG, I don't have background anymore, which can be useful for your website. For example, if you want to set yourself the color of the background of your website, or if you want to use the picture in Photoshop. So if I save it into a PNG, like test, for example, when I open it, you see that we don't have the background in the result. So this can be really useful. So I hide it. Voila. So let's talk about something, a new feature we have in DPMage v2, which can be big time saving for you if you have to promote this ring on your catalog. It can be a digital catalog or your website in different colors. It means that I have, for example, to create 5 different colors for my stones, which is the central and the stones on the sides, and I want to have also different colors for the metal. Through a new feature we have in DPMage, which is the batch render, this is easy to do because I just have to right click on the object I want to include in the batch rendering process. For example, I want different colors for the metals, so I can right click on it and I will add it in my batch render. So I have the ring which is there, and I want also to change the color of the central stone only. I want to have in my collection diamonds. Diamonds will stay diamonds. I want to change only the color of the metal and the central stone. So I add it to the batch render also. And you just have to select what are the materials you want for this creation. So let's say I want to have it in platinum, so you select platinum. Let's say I want to have it in silver and yellow gold polished. So I have three colors for the ring, and I change it with the semi-precious also for the central stone. Voilà. So let's say topaz. Let's say pink topaz also, and tourmaline. Okay. After that, you have to select which position you want to for the batch rendering. So I have also the possibility to save the camera, which can be also really professional when you want to have in your catalog the same orientation for all the rings you have. So I can save this position that I like. So you have a dedicated feature in DP Mage, which will be, for example, camera 1 digital event. And now I have in this area all the cameras I saved. So if, for example, you wanted to check on the top and you want to have back the right orientation, you just have to double click and you have back the camera to be sure that you have the same orientation. Maybe for the next creation, if you want to create also uh, this orientation for the other rings you have in your collection. So I just have to drag and drop the view. So it can be this view. I can also save another view which will be on the top. So I put on the top directly. Up, I fit the model. Okay, so it can be, for example, this view. Okay, I save the camera for the top digital event. And then okay. So after that, I just have to click on render. Let me select first the folder I want to save my picture, test. Voila, and I click on render. And automatically the software silver, yellow gold, blue topaz, etc. etc. And one by one, I will have the pictures automatically saved, which can be something really useful when you have to create different renderings quickly, because you can imagine that it can be a really long job if you have to do one by one the renderings. So the first one is calculated. If we multiply every colors with the three materials with the three stones plus the two cameras, you can imagine that we have plenty of renderings at the end. So let me show you another examples, and we leave this on the side for the calculation. So we have some results we got from our users. So that one, for example, which is a really nice rendering. We have also that one created from David Banegas in Spain. So you can even change the background. You see, we can have like a leather texture with blue leather with this really nice creation. Um, as I said, and I will show you how to create, I can create animations like that one. So we have dedicated animations with different movements for the cameras. If you want to have a turntable, if you want to turn around the rings, etc., etc. We have also this possibility with DPMage. What about that one also? This creation from Shaper. So we create everything with Shaper for this animal, and then we put stones on it through the advanced pavé as I showed you before. And we have this crazy animation with DPMage. So let me show you how to do animation with the same ring. So when you have to create an animation, it will be the same process than with the picture. You have to apply the materials again, so one by one. Let's put a diamond on the central stone and ruby on the sides. Okay. And this new area allows me to set the animation. So you can see that we have different animations in DPMage, everything setted. I just have to drag and drop. So we have that one which is the standard one. Just have to drag and drop it. Okay. And then you decide the time you want to have for the animation. So as soon as you drag and drop it, the animation, you can see the preview, and then you can change the duration of the video. It can be, for example, 20, and automatically change the speed of the animation. So it can be a green animation, which is we make the ring turning, or it can be also a camera which turns around the ring, and you can mix the red and the green, for example, with that one. So I double click on it, and you set, in fact, the 360 degrees turning plus the camera which turns around the ring. Again, I can change the duration of the video, which is 20 for the moment. And when everything is setted, you just have to click on this icon, and you have different formats, which is MP4, MOV, and JPEG and PNG, which are frames that you can use in different software, like for example in DaVinci or in Adobe After Effects, if you want to continue the effects, etc. from this software. So it can be useful to export frames according to videos directly. Okay, so what about the batch rendering? So you see we are now on the top view. I can have a look on inside the folder. So it's cool because everything is in live. You can see that easily from scratch. I showed you how to create batch rendering. So I have my different rings with different colors, same positions, and then you can export them and use them on your website. Okay. Last example I wanted to show you with DP Mage is that you can use your own picture if you want to create your own materials. So let me open this ring. Okay, so I select again all my objects. So we have also a dedicated library for cabochon, which are most of them created with a picture, dedicated picture, wrapped on the stone. And something I can do is that I can start from something which exists already in my library. But if you want, you can also use your own picture. We can imagine that you took a picture of a dedicated stone you don't have in the library, but you want to use it for dedicated creation. I have the possibility from this side of the software to change the stone picture. You can see that we have there the picture, which is the image map, and then I can select any picture from my computer. So I select maybe the star sapphire, and automatically you see that we have now the picture wrapped around my object, and you can use it, you can modify it, so I can change the size. For example, the size is maybe too big for the moment, so I can change with 8, not meters, but millimeters. Voila, 10 mm and 12 mm. And you can even also change the orientation of the picture. So this can be useful because if I have a picture I want to use on my object, it's automatically wrapped on the 3D object, and you can see that it follows perfectly the cabochon I created in 3DESIGN, and you can even continue after to put the material on the ring, for example that one and that one, and you have your own material. So this can be done with picture, but you can even change the color from the existing materials. For example, you're almost happy with the rose gold. We can play with the rose gold like that. But you want to change maybe the color of the rose. You want it maybe more brighter. You have the possibility to edit it. And then from this area, you have the properties of the material that you applied, and you can change, for example, there the lightness you have in the material, and you can even change the color if you want. And you see we can customize the entire material created, and you can have your own material that you prefer. If you prefer this color and you think that this color is more realistic for the rose gold, you can modify it and then save it in your own library. So if you create, for example, a new folder which is my materials with rose gold inside, we say 18 karat, automatically the software save the material, and you can reuse it for another creation. For example, if I open again that ring, okay, I have now my materials with an automatic preview picture which is saved with the exact same color we used and we modified, and I can apply it on another ring, and you have your own rose gold created. So this is really easy because we worked a lot to be sure that we provide you the biggest library as possible with different colors, different type of textures, different types of stones, etc., etc. But the good thing is that if you want to create your own materials, you have also this possibility in DPMage. So again, if you have questions, you can send them directly to the email that Ocean in the chat gave you. And yes, you can contact us and we will reply, and it will be a pleasure to answer everything you're interested with DPMage. Maybe just for the last one. Yeah, I wanted maybe to show you this animation also. Um, yeah, we still have a lot of to say concerning DPMage, but I wanted to tell you for the end of the demo that we have also dedicated assets. If, for example, I show you the ring box with animation inside, you see that you can position the ring or the earring according to the creation you have in DPMage. We have also dedicated assets. You can change the color of them, and we can also, for that one, you see that we have this ring box, which is automatically well positioned in the scene. And if you play with the timeline, you can see that it will be automatically animated, and this can be my animation. It can be only the ring box, which opens according to the time of the animation, like that. And you can see also that the ring is automatically positioned inside the ring box, and you can also change the color of the ring box. If you don't like the red, you have dedicated materials you have there with various materials. For example, we have velvet. It can be blue for the inside and black for the outside. And then maybe I put red inside. I prefer the red inside. And then stones. Whoops. I need to zoom a little bit just to avoid to put stones on the box. So you see, we decided to create this process, which is really fast because we don't want our users to spend too much time on the renderings. For sure, if you want to create something which is high quality renderings, you can spend more time because we have dedicated and professional features. But from the normal process, you just have to drag and drop the materials. You select the environment, you select the assets you want, for example, the ring size, the ring box, sorry, and then you create the rendering picture or the animation. Up to you. I can even use this if I want to open like my box like that. I can also use this for the picture. I just have to select the environment I want, and I can create quickly the picture.